Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Train Time. How's everyone doing? Here we are, another Thursday evening. Weather in Donegal today, it was mild until about 4 o'clock, and then it started raining, and it's dried up a bit now. It was actually warm today. I had to take the jacket off. Anyway, how is everyone doing? We got some trains running again, and I've managed to keep it up now. I don't know how many weeks this is. We've got different trains running. So we've got Class 66 pulling some Mark II coaches, and then we have a Class 24 pulling some Mark III coaches in the old blue colour. And we've got Railcar 18 going around on the top there. So I'll put the cameras down to 4 so you can see everything a bit better. And of course, don't forget our unofficial sponsor, the Train Set Shop. Do check them out. I've also just posted a link in there for a Facebook page for our friend Martin, who is starting a hobby shop. So give his page a follow. And if you need anything, give him a shout as well. So he's trying to get a hobby shop off the ground. I'm sure someone will put a link into the video he put up there recently, if you haven't seen it already. We're supporting Martin with his endeavor of trying to start a hobby shop. Anyway, I will find my phone and we will get onto the chat and see who's in tonight. And I hope while I've been rabbited on is everyone can hear me. Sound good and picture's good. All right, I've seen that from Simon. Thank you, Simon. I'll try and go back. I think Flymo was in first. So hi, Flymo, how you doing? I can only go back so far in the chat. I've got Maura's in. Good evening, Maura. Tom Houston's in as well. Balker of Junction-Scott, good evening. Who else we got in? Summer Breeze, John and Holly, good evening. Simon Trains Model Railway. Not Donegal versus Kerry again. Oh, I think that's this weekend, isn't it? I won't be watching it because I've got a birthday party going on. At the moment outside, there's a big bouncy castle. Colin Edwards is in. Good evening, Colin. How you doing? Oh, Flymo's having PC problems. Who else we got in? Hi to anybody who's lurking, and hi to anybody who's watching this on playback. You're all very welcome. So who else we got in? Oh, Andy's in. Hot Dog Pilot Andy. Good evening, Andy. How are you doing? Nobody mentioned the Pacers. Walker of Junction-Scott, trying to decide whether to my local model shop tomorrow after swimming or wait until Monday. Why not go both days? Although, I don't know, where are you? You in the UK or are you in Ireland, Scott? I can never remember. Because Monday's a bank holiday in the UK, isn't it? Because our bank holiday is the weekend after the 1st of June. All grunks upright and facing forward. Joshua W6 Gaming. Good evening, Joshua. How you doing? You can see I've got a charging pack on because I put my phone on charge, except it wasn't on charge. So anything else come in? If I've missed anyone, apologies. RGJ Trains in the house. Good evening, guys. How are you doing? Right on track 2493. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Been meaning to watch for the last few weeks. Delighted to be able tonight. You're very welcome. What now, Pacers? Martin Keefe's in as well. Good evening, Martin. How are you doing? Mind me, don't mention the war. I mentioned it, but I think I got away with it. Getting involved in that certain local debate. Anyway, how is everyone? What's everyone been up to? Myself? Nothing. Apart from coming in every couple of days and pouring another layer of resin on. I haven't done anything. The weekend, I was away on Saturday at my nephew's first communion. Sunday was a blur. I can't remember what I done Sunday, but it wasn't a lot in here. I think I did come in here. I actually played trains for a while. Didn't do any modelling. And of course, it's been work and the humdrum of the week. I've got the youngest lad. It's his birthday tomorrow. He's going to be big age of 12. So this weekend, we're going to have probably about 30 or 40 kids running around the house. We've got a bouncy castle. So Saturday's the birthday party. Sunday will be cleanup. So I'm not going to get anything done. And then, of course, next weekend is Model Rail Crew. So I won't even be in the country. So nothing's going to get done on here for the next couple of weeks, I wouldn't have thought. So that means there'll be no videos, I'm afraid, because apart from the few videos I've got coming out, I do have to finish the video for Model U, put that out. And that's about the only video I've got in the works at the moment until I actually start doing some more work on the layout. I was hoping to start doing the TMD, but I just haven't had time. So anyway, the Dr. Pepper's already been cracked open. I'll go back to the chat, see what I missed, see if anybody's asking any questions. Don't forget the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here. And if you've got any questions, do put them in the chat. Where's your son? Thank you, Joshua. Oh, he's got a big bouncy castle out there. It's deflated at the moment, although I'd swing the camera around to show you. Yeah, he's going to have fun because all siblings are going to be home, cousins are going to be here. So, yeah. Do you like your little figure from us? Ah, yes, that's, sorry, I remember now. That's Chris, isn't it? How are you doing, Chris? Yes. Chris is right on track, is Model U. Yes, I have the little figure here. I am trying to get that video together. Now I've got the figures. And some people have actually been contacting me and getting, they want, so I got a couple more figures off. So I'm bringing them to Model Rail Crew because I think 3 people have already asked for them. There's a link for Model U. Right, hang on. Oh, chat just jumped on me. Birthday. We're in Model Railway. Good evening. How are you doing? George MVRR. Good evening. How are you doing? From Nova Scotia. Brian, Finish Central. Good evening, Brian. How are you doing? And Pete, Hermitage Road. Good evening. Oh, you're all coming in now. Say hello to everyone. Where's the Model Rail? I know that don't have time, have done nothing to my layout for over a month. Yeah, sometimes it's good not to do anything because, you know, if you try to do something every week, you get bored with it and you get burnout. So sometimes it's just good just to leave it. And like last Sunday, I did come in here. I just poured a little bit of resin. I thought, oh, while I'm here, I'll get the trains out for Thursday, which is just what I did because I didn't have time since then. And I just had a little play, just giving these a clean, making sure they're all running. Had a rummage thrown through some boxes. Remember last week I had the blood and custards out and I couldn't find a couple of them. I found 2 of them in another box, so I put them all together. I want to say hello to everyone. I got 5 figures from Model U printed from photographs of my brothers and sisters when small. They look fantastic from shots they sent me. Oh, great. It's something I want to actually do to Model U is because I'm naming this layout after my granddad. I want to get a couple of pictures of my granddad so they can print him off, put him on the platform, and I can stand beside him on the platform because this is Stan's Railway, which is my granddad who used to take me around the trains when I was in Bristol when I was younger. So whenever during the summer we'd go over there on holiday, he would take me down to Temple Meads, or he would we'd go for a ride on the train, and quite often walking the dogs around near Patchway where the tunnels were, walk along the lines. You can't actually walk along there anymore because it's all overgrown and fenced off, but there was a footpath you could walk along and see all the trains. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so I can have, and anybody who hasn't seen the model, of miniature me. So I got them to, when I do this video and put it out, you'll see all the behind the scenes of Model U, because Chris is very good, let me in there and film everything. I'm just sorry at the time I didn't actually mic Chris up and do a proper interview and walk around with him. But I was so sort of like, just like, you know, the kid in the candy store looking around going, oh, wow, look at all this. Anyway, there's me printed off in color. And then me printed off, ready to be painted. And it's, I believe it or not, when he was scanning me, I was trying to suck the old belly in so I didn't like look so. And it was one of those things I was like, how do I stand, you know? Because anyway. So I've got 5 here. I'm bringing them to crew with me. 3 have already been gone. So if anybody else wants one, grab me at crew. Anybody wants to put me on their layout for some strange reason, or maybe just tie me to the tracks and run me over. Wolf Saxena, good evening. How are you doing? Hey, if you ever want me online for an interview, just give me a shout. Oh, we could arrange that for some Thursday evening then, Chris. I'll get my people to talk to your people and we'll arrange something. Is there any plans for Donegal Dad to be added to the website? I did say to Chris that if he wanted to, he could put me on there. So it's up to Model U if they want to. Got a place for you on the station. All I need to do now is get Lord Al. I was actually speaking to Lord Al during the week. He's getting better. He's hoping to be well enough to go to crew. And I think he said he's got some, because he's requested one of these. I think he's got some miniature owls as well to give out. So we'll get him added to the range. Hey, I've achieved something. I've been added to the YouTuber collection on Model U. Where's the Model Railway? I'm available for Model U too as a 50 station master. Ooh. Is it a horizontal Lord Al? Or is it Lord Al sitting on the throne to go in his lavvy? Not just the lavvies for Lord Al. Ryan Tune 12244, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, Lord Al, see, you mentioned his name too many times and he appears. Lord Al, how are you doing, sir? His ears must be burning. Oh, Dara Locomotive Jets just popped in. Hi, Dara, how you doing? So, anybody see the announcement by Acroscale? Because I've noticed everyone calls it Akira scale, but whenever you talk to, well, I was speaking to Fran, and I noticed in the video today they pronounce it as Acroscale. Oh, Ryan became a passenger. Thank you very much for becoming a channel member. So anyway, Akira scale, Acro scale, whatever you want to call it. What do you think of their wagon announcement today? It's not something I would be after, but it looks a nice little wagon. Has there been any other model railway announcements out there that I might have missed? Arnville, good evening. Troberlin Junction, good evening. How are you doing? How are you keeping, Tony? Sorry, excuse me. I had a handful of those barbecue coated peanuts earlier on, and that was about 4 or 5 hours ago, and I'm still tasting them. Hot dog wagon, damp squib. Well, they're going to be available first quarter next year. So they had decorated samples, I've seen from the video. I've sort of had it on. I was half watching it because, you know, you always wait to see what it is. And then you go, oh, yeah, I'm not really interested in that. Anyway, I shall put myself over here so I don't lose myself. $10 pills a day. Wow, Alan, you must be rattling around the place. Valley 56, Chris, good evening. How are you doing? Oh, everyone's saying hello to everyone, so the chat just jumps all over the place. So anyway, what I'm running tonight is Railcar 18 around on the 009 section. We've got a Class 66 Freightliner pulling some Mark II coaches in intercity livery. And we've got a Class 24 pulling around some Mark III in the blue livery coaches. The Class 66 there, that is actually a Hornby Railroad one. And the Class 24 is Sutton, I believe it is. Signed, fitted, light, lovely little loco. And the carriages are a mixture of Bachmann, Lima, Hornby. And anybody who wasn't here last week noticed that I've got the track down here for the engine shed. That's just sitting there. It's going to go down the other end, but I've got a little tank here I'm going to put here with a little coaling station. So the idea is when I get the computer control is I'll have a little shunter with a tank and a coal wagon on it, shunting from here over to the TMD backwards and forwards. So there's something interesting. Got station going here. Still a lot to do on here, but you know, I'm hoping to get most of the scenic work done by Christmas. And the plan was to then start the computer control stuff in the new year. But got a little bit impatient, and the computer control stuff might be happening a bit sooner. Because I downloaded a trial version of iTrains and started making out the track plan on there, putting in where the sections are going to be, where the sensor sections are going to be, putting it all together, working it all out. My own fault, really, because when I was down at Wexford, I was in with Nick, Rule One, who might be watching in the background. Sometimes he's working and he's got this on the background, and he showed me his layout and how it all worked. And he could just go on the screen and go, well, I click this train here, and I wanted to go over here, just click this, and then click here. And then you see the train just make its way around the route. And I was just like, I want to do that. So it's going to be a lot of work. Now, when I built this layout, I built it in mind for computer control, so I do have all the sections and everything pre-wired for that, but it means it all has to come apart, lifted up, and all those bits wired in. So as well as that, I'm changing all the point motors. So it's going to be, you know, a couple of weekends of work doing all that. So that will probably be happening, I would say, well, we're in almost the end of June. It's certainly not going to be until I get back from crew. Oh, Ivo's in. Hi, Ivo. Sorry, I've been ignoring the chat. Or do I have to make a movie as soon as possible to get you guys up to date with the whys and wherefores? I'm glad I'm over 60. Free prescriptions. Nice reward for getting older. Well, it's my birthday on Monday. Yeah, Maura says there, Lord, maybe just do a live stream someday, as that way you don't have to edit it. Yeah, that's a good point. Just do a live stream. You mean the end of May? What did I say? Well, the end of May, yeah, beginning of June. I can't remember what I said now. Only 2 weeks to go. Yeah, I am looking forward to crew, because I'm looking forward to meeting up with a few of you guys that are going to be there, because I haven't been over to a meetup. I didn't go last year anywhere. So it's going to be 2 years since I was at Worley, where I met a few of you. And it was a year before that, I was at Getz. It might have been the year before that. So it's been a while. So I'm looking forward to it. See, I've even had the haircut ready to go over. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to crew, meeting up with everyone and just having a laugh. And meeting some of you guys who haven't actually, we've been chatting for years, but we've never actually met in person. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Oh, let me just see. I got the screen up here and the chat has frozen on that, or it just hasn't moved for some reason. There we go. So you Getz 3 years ago. Yeah, it must be 3 years ago I was at Getz. Actually, it might be 4 years, because I didn't go last year. And the 2 years before that, I was at Worley. So it must have been the year before that. Oh, Clive's in. Newman Railway. How are you doing, Clive? That's a fantastic patio there. Should catch up with Clive's videos on the work he's doing to a shed. I'm just wondering if you'd come over here and do my patio. Oh, come on, I can't make crew now, so I'll go to a christening. Oh. Ah, yes, 4 years ago, yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Oh, that reminds me as well. Jason, Barnard's the Junction, who's the main organizer of the event. It's his show. I know Grace from RGJ Trains has been helping him out with the social media aspect of it. So a big thank you to them. He's done a couple of lives recently, just an update on what he's doing. And he's selling some of his stock. So he done a live the other, well, 1 or 2 days ago, he'd done a live. So showing some of the stuff he's selling. And if you want to drop him an email, sort out a price and everything. And if you're going to Getz, then you can get it off from there, or he'll post it out. Who we got? Oh, Valerie's in. Good evening, Valerie. And I've seen Timber Surf there as well. Good evening, Timber. How are you doing? Oh, of course, Timber Surf put up a video for the meet. He's not actually going to be there because he's going in for an op, I believe. Where would the best place to purchase a couple of reasonable priced British Railway engines, 00 or N scale? Well, where are you based? And certainly have a look at the train set shop, as you can see on the mug. And so you're getting 2 places now, Brian. That's, you know, you're going to have to double your payment. Yeah, check those out. Brian does a lot of decent second-hand stuff. And And if there's something in particular you're after, give Brian a shout. And if he comes across it, he'll sort you out. Well, you're in Canada. He will post and everything across, but then, of course, postage can be an issue. Timbers have been for the prep today, still going ahead. Why don't we just go back? Did you mean MRC, not Gets? I think I was talking about crew and Gets because someone else was mentioning Gets. Did I get my words muddled? See the links we put up for Jason's latest. I might try to see if I can get over to Gets this year. I think last time I saw you was at Wardish stuff. Yeah, that would have been 2 years ago now, Simon. Are you going to Gets this year? I think I might try and go to Gets this year. It's very hard to book anything at the moment with everything that's going on in the world, and you're just like, if I book everything, is there going to be flights available? I bought my ticket a while ago. Wife's wife the other day when it was, and I told her, she said, my nephew is getting christened. Yeah. Double O is the train set shop. Yeah. Oh, Midsummer Railway and Scout. Good evening. How are you doing? Oh, Moneybrook Junction is in. Good evening, guys. How are you doing? I know you've been through the mill recently, so I hope you guys are doing okay. That's Mark and Lisa. Sorry, I'm lost myself in the chat here for a minute. Mark, any ideas where you could get any N-gauge Irish locos? The only N-gauge Irish locos I've ever seen have been people have made themselves. I haven't seen any off-the-shelf ones. You may be able to get some 3D printed bodies that you can paint and then put on a chassis, but I haven't seen any off-the-shelf. Booked 23rd and 24th October off, so if I can find a decent hotel in Ireland, Northern Ireland, can make a weekend out of it. Well, there's Premier Inns and travel lodges around Belfast. There's a decent Premier Lodge in Bangor, so you can get the train to Bangor. That's Bangor, Northern Ireland, not Bangor, North Wales. And the travel lodge, you can actually see the train station from the travel lodge. It's literally a 5-minute walk. First rule of chat, Greg, no need to apologize. Why is Greg apologizing? Looks like Britannia are closing and have a closing sale going on. Oh. Right, I've got to the bottom of the chat. So if there was a question in there somewhere that I've missed, pop it back in again. Because the chat just, a load of people came in and the chat just goes crazy. So don't forget the thumbs up for me and subscribe if you're new here and share the stream and all that good YouTube stuff. In fact, there's enough charge in this, I can take it off. It's 91%. That'll be enough to get through the stream anyway. All right, so I can walk around while staring at the phone and walk into stuff. Should be all right on mics tonight because it's fully charged. So hopefully it won't die halfway and Grace is to ring me and go, your mic's not working. I did put a little reel up on the Donegal Dad Facebook and Instagram. We were working on Tuesday evening on the inver layout, and we got it running. We got the shuttle fixed in there, which reminds me, Tom done a nice little thing on the shuttle that I sent him, and he repaired for me, and he done a little video all about it, the actual electronic components of the shuttle and how it all works. So do check that out on Tom's channel. That's Tom Houston Model Rail. Did see the video. Yeah, so we got Phoenix running on it, and we've put a shuttle on it, so it's on display in Coach 58 now for the summer. We're also getting ready for our show in July. Now, I know Valerie on here. They have a show on the 20th or 21st, 20th, I think it is, Valerie, up in Newton Abbey. So anybody who's in the Belfast area around that date, it's actually Father's Day weekend. Check out their show. And then our show is going to be on, well, I say our show, I'm helping organize it for Fall Valley Railway. That's on the 25th, 26th of July. So if you're there in the area, come and see the show. You can get a look around the museum as well. And also, if you've got a layout that you want to bring, drop me a message. Oh, there's a link to Tom's channel. Is it the Friday night? Yes. So next Friday, I've got a packed weekend next weekend. Friday night, I'm going to the Bangor show. Then I fly out Saturday morning to Crewe. Said I'd give Jason a hand and everything on the Saturday, setting things up. And then show all day Sunday. And then I fly back out Monday. So I've got a weekend of trains. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to catching up with all you guys instead of having this one-way conversation. I'm sure my neighbors are wondering, what am I doing? That it just looks like I'm wandering around here talking to myself for 2 hours on a Thursday evening. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to the Saturday night of having hotel room to myself and getting some sleep. And then train show Sunday. And then Sunday night, hotel room to myself, getting some sleep. Yeah, so I did see a couple of things Jason was saying. I thought, oh, I'd like that. Oh, I'd like that. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to let other people have a go. If you still got it when I get there Saturday, I'm going to nab it. Because again, it's not stuff that I need. It's stuff that I want. I'm sure there's a few you've... David should be tuned in. Oh, there's the rain again. We got the sun shining and it's raining. Does anyone know of any exhibitions coming up in or near Herefordshire in the next few weeks? The Donegal Railway Directory, that's on the go again, isn't it? Somebody took it over, I believe. That should have a list of all the shows, I believe. Oh, Dr. Pepper's gone. It's only 8:05. Yeah, model shop directory, that's it. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just going to sit down here a second where I can read the chat as it goes through. What am I drinking tonight? Well, I've already got myself through a can of Dr. Pepper, and I'm also on the Iron Brew Zero. It was on special in Asda when I was up there last week, so I thought I'll get a crate of that, and it's actually very nice. It does actually taste like Iron Brew. It's not one of those that's got, you know, the chemically taste to it. This is tomorrow calling. So far, no rain here. I'm not liking the model shop directory since Bob took over. Is that who took it over? So, Mark, Saturday, what's your prediction? Oh, the match. I think Kerry will do it this time. It's only 4:05 here. Yeah, that's 4:05. Oh, yeah, it's 4:05 in the evening here in Canada. But I think Midsummer Rail Scale is in, is it Australia or New Zealand you're in? Where it's like early hours of tomorrow. Iron Web also show a calendar. All right, okay. I didn't like it at first, but once you suss out how to refine the search, it works well. Okay. I have to travel for Donegal supporters. Yeah. Is the match actually in Kerry? Because I've not looked to see where it actually is being held. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. here Friday in Australia. We have a time traveler. Well, all I'm worried about is Saturday, and it's forecast to be dry at least, and a bit warmer. It might touch 19 degrees here in Donegal, which is very warm. That's t-shirt weather. Although I was in the house today and I was working, and I was thinking, it feels really cold. And then I went and stepped outside, and it actually felt warm outside. So I opened up all the doors and windows to try and let some heat in, because usually you've got everything buttoned up tight to keep warm. But it was actually, let's open the doors and windows and let the heat in. So John Holly is asking, what gauge do you model in, George? Anybody wants to know, I have got 00 gauge here, and I have a circuit of 009 on the top level, which is where the Donegal rail car is going around. I say the top loop is just DC, the 009. And the lower two loops, the lower 00 gauge layout is DCC, and it will be computer controlled using iTrains and Yamuk controllers. Timber says select events, exhibition, put your postcode in, then click the cog and select the distance, then press the refresh button. Okay. I'm going to be 21 degrees next Thursday. Hope that isn't too hot to take the jacket off wearing a Donegal football shirt like last time. I hope I am wearing a Donegal football shirt, but I've got a feeling Kerry will be out for revenge. And the last match we played, who were we playing? Was it Down? And we got beat. So Kerry was silent. The thing is, Donegal and Kerry have got the same colours. We're both sort of yellow and green as our colours. So when you're watching the match, everybody's got yellow and green flags. Because I do have some cousins that are from Kerry. And I say my grandmother lived between Ballybunion and Listowel. You made the most venues. I didn't actually. I had looked at Helgen, and I was very tempted at the new Helgen site at different things, but I'm sort of resisting buying new locomotives because I have not. You can never have enough locomotives, but what I'm trying to do now is build up my collection so I have rakes of something to go behind the locomotives. So, I'm trying to build up rakes of hoppers, rakes of tankers, rakes of different coaches and that are suitable for the loco that's pulling them. So that's what I'm sort of concentrating on now. And I'm sort of spending the money on the layout to get all the bits for that and get that done. Because what I found I was doing, I'd go to a show and I go, oh, that looks like a nice loco. And it could be anything. And I just go, oh, that's nice. And pick it up. Now, I don't model any particular era or location. Like you can see, I've got a class 24 and a 66 going around there. It probably would have been better if the class 24 was pulling the Mark 3s and the class 66 was pulling, or sorry, the Mark 2s, and the 66 was pulling Mark 3s. But yeah, so I run whatever I want in the layout. Yes, I've got Donegal running on the 009. But yeah, I was tempted, but I thought, nope. Flymo and Ivo are having a great conversation about continental railways. George comes back, says, model mostly HO, but I have some N scale 00 gauge, 027 and a little O gauge. I know I have a problem. We all have the problem, George. I've been very good this year, kept under budget, apart from a weakness for beer wagons and beer, says Tom. Yes. Yeah, my weakness is for Dr. Pepper at the moment. Dr. Pepper and chocolate. We're doing model railway. I haven't bought anything this year either. Tariffs. Oh. Yeah, like I was speaking to when the tariff thing started kicking off, because like Woodland Scenic stuff comes from the States. When I was speaking to the model shop owner, I said what they've done is they've just, instead of like going China, States, Europe, It now just comes direct from China, so they bypass the tariffs. Valleys 56, Chris, I got an O-gauge Ruston ATS from Helgen, couldn't resist. Now I have one wagon and one loco. John, have you got any track to run it on though, Chris? And apparently Pico Track has had a price increase, because I was in my local model shop and he just got a load in from Pico, and he was saying that the things have really gone up in price from Pico. You're now looking almost 20 quid for a point. The prices have gone up. He said in the past it's gone up a couple of pence and they've absorbed it, but he said things have gone up 2 or 3 quid now. So no track yet. I run it on the club test track. Oh, very good. It's summer in scale. My new locos are class 46 Rapido and a class 47 grain furnace, both good runners. I've also kept under budget this year. Only trouble, it's Elon Musk's budget. At least it's still a budget. Oh, there's a link for the Donegal Model Railway Facebook page. Give that a click and a follow. You see what we're up to in the Model Railway Club. Actually, I don't think I've posted anything on there for a week or two. Moneybrook Junction, I bought a complete GWR set, a class 97, a GWR, well for now. Pico cheaper in North America than it is in the UK. Really? When I say HO, I must have over 200 HO locomotives. Wow. What's the point? Sorry. If I was Elon Musk, I'd buy Tasmanian Railways and run it from a control room to my timetable, 1-to-1 layout. The Irish Rail here have invested something like 50 million in an IT system to help them run the trains. And I don't think it works. And I think they're scrapping it. Flying, so I had heard that Pico put prices up, yeah. Sounds only got one more payment on Wilbert, Hunslet Astoria saddle tanks next month. Oh, that reminds me, yes, the Hunslet Falcon I've ordered. That should be coming now in another couple of weeks, because last I spoke to Fran about 2-3 weeks ago, and they were on the boat, so they can't be very far away now. I've never actually counted my locos. Like, most of my locos are probably in these two cabinets. I probably do have another box of them somewhere. I probably have about 70, 80 locos, I think, of various eras. They're all 00. Yeah, I don't have anything, well, apart from the 3 rail cars, I don't have anything that's not 00. Midsummer Rowlands. I bought a new car, so I don't have a budget this year, but the 2 locos are birthday presents. Very nice. Monkey SA43, good evening. Good evening, Mark Dion from Bracknell, Berkshire. Your video about the scenery is looking brilliant. At first, I was a bit doubtful. It's really coming together, and the new road houses too. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're always a bit doubtful when you start doing it. You're like, oh, this doesn't look right, but just persevere. put AI into the Irish railway control system and the Belfast and Leary train would go via Edinburgh, probably, yeah. Brian Madden, good evening, Brian. How you doing? George has been at this since 95. Sorry, you're not late, Brian. You arrive exactly when you mean to. Oh, the sun's come out, so they've decided to go into the bouncy castle. So I'll just move the bottom right so you can have a view of this bouncy castle that's there. And there's my missus about to go into it. So yeah, there's the bouncy castle that and when he was setting up today and dropping it off, it was like usual rules. Yeah, no shoes, socks only, no eating or drinking it. Then he looked at me and went, and no adults. I was like, oh. So yeah, that's going to be the weekend of fun here. You know, you can imagine this house now with probably 30 to 40 12-year-olds running around. Up to my neck in chips, chicken nuggets, and pizza. Bouncy castle right over. No adults in a bouncy castle. Seriously, first I've heard of that. Yeah. Jason should get a bouncy castle for us lot of crew. No adults, just very big kids. Yeah. It's a big bouncy castle. Yeah. We need a bouncy castle for the ladies at crew. Bouncy castle on our way over. Yeah, you're welcome over, Brian, if you want to come over. It's here to, they're taking it away Monday morning, so we got it. We booked it for Friday through to Sunday, and they said, oh, can we deliver it Thursday? You can have an extra day for free. So we got it today. I need a bouncy castle just for behave me, Brian. Are you joking? Yeah. When have you ever known? Oh, yes, your latest video that went out, you did message me and say maybe check it before Adam watches it. Yes, Adam will not be watching that video because there's far too much to explain. Oh, I've got through 2 cans already. Well, they're having a good time out there bouncing around. The sun has come out. The Growler back would engage. Ewan, good evening. How are you doing? Oh. So anybody who's just joined, for tonight we're running a Class 66 Freightliner, pulling some Mark IIIs in intercity livery, and we've got a Class 24 pulling around some blue liveried Mark IIIs, and we got Railcar 18 going around. That's County Donegal Railway Railcar going around on the top loop. Everything still seems to be running okay. As I say, there won't be a video this week because life got in the way, and I haven't done anything on the layout now for 2 weeks, apart from, actually, I'll take the camera around again and just show you the levels in the lakes. I've been slowly topping these up. So we got the upper one there, and then it comes down. There's going to be some rapids and everything down around here. Coming down here, a waterfall, down to this smaller little lake here, or pond, going down underneath 00. You can see in there, you can see some standing water, and again, there will be waterfall coming down here and down into this larger patch of water here. And yes, some of it has leaked. I think that's about a tenner's worth. You can see on there where it's still a bit cloudy. So once it goes clear, that's when it's set. So I've just been every couple of days coming in, pouring a little bit more on, because it takes a surprisingly amount of time for this stuff to actually set. So I might do what I done last week and just put this camera down here. I just pinched my finger in the tripod. Put this down here. Oh. Oh, that hurt. So I'll leave that camera there so you can just watch a couple of trains come over the viaduct there. There we go. Right, who's come in while I've been? Let me scroll back. Bouncy Castle causes public concern to crew, yeah. I think I did that already. And this is why Jason won't let me be involved in organizing Waterwell crew. Yeah, too much of a liability. Oh, can we get a chat shout out, please? Happy birthday, Adam, for tomorrow. Thanks, guys. He's all excited about it and having his party on Saturday. And for some reason, he likes watching RGJ trains, because I will catch him watching that. And Robin Grace is very good to send me a video of them wishing him a happy birthday. And they've done a couple of video calls with him as well. He's delighted at it. Yeah, watched your video yesterday. I think I forgot to leave a comment. That's some amount of wiring. I did see that come up, Ewan. I haven't watched it yet. Oh, there's all the birthday wishes for Adam. Thank you very much, guys. I will pass them on and make sure he sees these. At least you didn't swear, yeah. I mean, I'm getting better at that now, because remember the fun times you used to have here whenever I was doing some soldering live? It was like, will he burn himself? And if he does, will he swear? Oh. Good evening, Grant. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Flymer, that's me. Just in from my 1 hour on the wiring. I've cleaned out the West Hill Wagon Works Mini under baseboard management, tidy clips, I emailed them today. More packs available tomorrow. I use curtain rail hooks to wrangle my under baseboard wires. Do you know what I do? Is I use cable ties and a staple gun, and I staple gun the cable ties to the underneath the baseboard and then wrap them around the wire. If you don't wrap them too tight, you can get in there and undo them again if you need to put another wire through, or just thread it through as you're wiring. But I like that. I use curtain rail hooks. That's a good idea. Come on, resolve to Colin night, guys. I'm in the office tomorrow, so I have to be up early. Night 1. Okay, good night, Colin. Thanks for popping in. Oh, and there's my link to my Facebook page. Thank you very much, Simon. We were running a book on it at one point. Is that self-control in not swearing or not doing track work on lives? A little bit of both, Ivo. Actually, YouTube doesn't mind you swearing a little bit, as long as it's not excessive. And as long as it's in context, like, and I think all my content is marked not suitable for children, I think. Oh, it's gone 8:30. I see people are starting. Brian's in there. I had a curry pot noodle tonight. Ooh. Maura had lasagna. Who makes your viaduct? That is the Pico viaduct. I did a video on it. It's a lovely looking viaduct, but it is an absolute hard put together to put the brickwork arches in that you can see there. See, I positioned the camera so you can see those three. The other two, they broke. So they're in the lower half, so they'll be hidden by trees and that, so you don't see it. Moneybrook Church, we had cheesy bacon baps. Oh, very nice. Fresno Jason's in. Good evening, Jason. How are you doing? Chicken arbata from Hot Dog Pilot Andy. Radio Scotland were ranting about YouTube today. I think they're jealous the BBC missed the boat. Brian, Bomb Boy, Bad Boy, or original version? Scott had homemade chili con carne and Mexican spicy rice for him tonight. Ooh. Simon had chicken with potato, boil and roast with carrots and Yorkshire puddings. John Train BFGR. Hello from Canada, I presume, with the flag you put up. Very welcome. And in case anybody's wondering, on my live streams, when it passes 8:30, that's 8:30 here in Ireland, we evolve into a food chat about what we had to eat that day. Started months ago, and it's just become a regular thing now. I myself today, I had 4 lamb chops. Yes, just 4 lamb chops, nothing else, just 4 lamb chops. Are they plastic? No, they're plastic. If you Google Pico Viaduct, you'll see it. Do I have the box? I think I got rid of the box. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I threw the box away because I didn't want to see it anymore. Oh, no. Here. That's it there. So it's a Pico wheels kit. And you can buy extra arches, or what I should have done is buy 2 of these kits. So that's as it comes there. And it's putting in these brick arches that are a real pain, really difficult to do. That's what I had. Mark cable ties. Only problem was every color of wire known to man were bundled together. So if fault develops, it would be a nightmare to trace the wires. You see, again, what I do is I color code everything with my cables. Is if I have a bus going around, I have a certain color on that for the DCC bus, and then for a 3-volt bus and a 12-volt bus, and just try and color code it so I know if there's black tape and black cable ties, that's the DCC bus. If there's blue cable ties and blue tape around it, that's a 3-volt bus, etc. It's on a railway and I can't remember dinner. That was yesterday. Had a little sleep since then. Brian just had the normal curry. Sorry, my chat just keeps jumping around. Food fight. You had homemade potato and cheese pie. Ooh. Professor Jason just finished a cup of noodles for lunch. Blame Summer Breeze Model Railway for the food chat. Flymo had waffles. Bruce had pepperoni pizza. Grant had barbecue drumsticks. Oh, that's nice. For Craig, it's almost breakfast time. There's Fresno Jason's YouTube channel. Do click that and give him a subscribe. Summer Breeze, we just planted the seed, Simon, and others followed. J94, Kieran, good evening. How are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Fresno Jason says he gets around. Okay. And Chris Valley 56, haven't eaten this evening. Might do a job for Ozzy from across the road. Mm-hmm. Chris, right on track. The wife made a homemade chicken katsu curry. It went down very well. Ooh. Very nice. I love it. You did a wonderful job. It took, there was a lot of swearing involved, George, with that. There was, if you watch the video I've done on it, there was a lot. Yes, I'm just going to do this bit off camera. And being UK Irish layout, you can use steel girder bridges. Yeah. So curry seems to be most popular today. It does seem that way more. Frozen said, my previous layout had one of those Pico bridges. Very good. Original Model Railway, I had the original Italian sub from Jersey Mike's. And Kieran says he's okay. Hoping everyone is well. Yeah, we're all good here, I think, Kieran. Heat the brick arches and they go in a tree. I did try that. It didn't help. What I think didn't help is one of the packs that I had must have been fairly old because the plastic brick thing had become so brittle. So if you tried to even bend, it just snapped. Because I thought, right, okay. I tried heating it with a blow heater. I wasn't going to use a heat gun, so I thought that's too hot. I tried to put it in hot water. Safe to say the videos on my channel are quite old. If anything, it's still visible. Long to do some YouTubing again, but it's not as easy to get the time. Yeah, I mean, doing YouTube videos, like a good rule of thumb is for every minute you see on YouTube, that's taken an hour. So when you see like a 10-minute video from me, that's probably taken about 10 hours between doing the prep, filming it, editing it, uploading it, doing things like the thumbnail. And like when you upload the video, there's a load of things to do as well. It's not just upload it and press go public, there's all the stuff in the background you got to do. It's getting the cutaway soundtrack in for the soldering show. I don't know anyone on here or where you're, Mark, but is anyone going to the Model Railway exhibition at Copenhagen Hall Working Men's Club on the 31st of May? Oh, plenty to see at Model. Yeah, I must have, like, Chris there is right on track 2493 is the Model U person, and they've got some lovely layouts in their office, which, when I get this video edited, you will see. You're supposed to prep before doing the video? And there's a link for Model Rail Crew. Which is what Grant was on about. That's Model Rail Crew. I will be there, so I'm looking forward to that. I put on my better half's hairdryer for bending the arches. David Green, 8640, good evening. How are you doing? I think there's a few folks going, Grant. I think you're the first person to actually video the office. Because anything that couldn't be seen, they were working on, and stuff that was, you know, top secret was shoved away in a drawer. Going, no, hang on, yeah, no, I think you can film everything here. I was like, ooh, what are they up to? What top secret projects have they got? Oh, Kieran's going to be out filming this weekend. Very good. With all my cameras, I try to pre-produce my videos to cut down editing time. You're just worried about meeting Rob, aren't you, Mark? Grace, Rob should be worried about meeting me. Where's the mother? I have dozens of videos that never go on YouTube. Yeah, like I have probably 15 to 20 videos that I've started editing and just never got finished or made it to YouTube because I just wasn't happy with them. There's research, planning, filming, a lot of swearing since messing up, editing, proof, watching, uploading, find a decent title thumbnail and publish. Yeah. Francis, I'll wear a red rose. That's going to happen on Saturday when Mark meets Rob and yourself. Great. Sucks I won't be there to see the encounter. Do you want me to film it, Simon? Okay, now I'm worried. New Durham Junction. Craig, good evening. How are you doing? Got the new DCC system today. The NCC at the NCE a Pro Crab with the 5-amp booster. Very nice. Flying most PCs rebooting at 70%. Fingers crossed. Oh. It's when it gets to 99%, you're like, oh, great, it's working. And it goes, poof. Union the Growler. Yes, went out to film my running session on Sunday last. 2 hours and not a single train captured running. Track circuit fault, which I identified quickly. Fixed it, then the train kept derailing. Yeah. The amount of times I start the trains running in here about 15 minutes before I go live, just to make sure everything's working. And so many times I hit the go live button on here, walk around there so I can be there, and something will derail. Just watch your back when Rob's about. Ooh. Why, Brian, have you got some... Do You need to talk to somebody about that, Brian. He says, I need to invest in a new camera, but can't find anything good as most old cameras are like 1,000 plus, as my iPhone is slowly becoming tired now. Do you know what? I got the Samsung S25 and I use that now for quite a lot of filming when I'm at shows to get close-ups of trains and stuff, because it seems to be far better than this. This is what I do most of my filming on. So I get out of the way before it gets hit by a train. Chris says, I have a Canon DSLR, several iPhones, AI-controlled gimbal, and I can't be arsed, so I put shorts up. Yes, film it, please. I'm going to film some things at the club on Saturday. A table and possible concussion will be involved. Oh dear. I'm going to cancel my flight. Rob will literally pounce on your back. Oh, where's your model always heading off? Okay, thanks for popping in. Can't wait to I'm looking forward to meeting up with a couple of you guys, because I've never met Craig or Rob or Grace in person. I think I've met most other people, and as I keep saying, I am terrible with names and faces. So if I'm looking at you kind of blankly going, because my brain will be racing going, oh, you know this person, you know this person, and I'm not going to tell you your name. I'm going to hide it away over here. This sort of pain is my iPhone iMovie keeps limiting me on how long my video can be. Unless it's my face. You in the Growler Festival of Scottish Railway Modelling this weekend at Braehead Arena in Glasgow. David Green, has anyone signed up to the train app that Lucy from Loading Gauge is promoting the other week? I actually signed up to that one of the first times it came out. Before there was an app and it was just web-based. I signed up for it, had a look at it, thought, yeah, this is potential to be good. And I think it's the sort of thing that'll only get better as more people get involved with it and more people sign up. I think it'll become a good space for us model railway folk. And in Junction, I'm off to get the layout t-shirt printed for me, Marilyn and Ray, sure, who is helping me break remand. Ooh. That model train media, yeah. I will put my name and marker on my forehead and get tracked off by the police. I did download it and then uninstalled it. You can use the app, or you can go online and use a web base. As I say, it's the sort of thing, you know, like I found YouTube to be great for meeting all you like-minded people out there. Like it's been, you know, I have my Thursday evenings. Like it's showing now 44 people in the stream. I'm like, haven't you guys got anything better to do on a Thursday evening? Come and listen to me and watch my trains. So it's good that we have these Thursday evenings and we can have a laugh, talk about trains, talk about food, but only after 8:30. And I just as I say, I just really enjoy doing these Thursday evenings. And it's the sort of thing, if somebody said to me 10 years ago, going, you'll have a YouTube channel, you'll be doing videos and you'll be doing a live stream every Thursday, I'd be like, you're mad. Because I am actually quite an introverted person. I'm very quiet and shy. It's from Railway Go. Last week I did a video on my cameras and the video gear I have around the layout. Oh, Chris is downloading it now. You signed up to the app the other day. Pete Hermitage Road, I use a Canon V10 and a Samsung smartphone for filming. Simon's asking Craig, is Ray coming to Motherwell Crew? I got annoyed with it because I couldn't upload anything. And there's the link for Lucy's video. And Ewan's jumping off. Okay, Ewan, thanks for popping in. We'll catch you again. Junction, it's not about the trains, it's about the community chat between ourselves, Mark. Wait till meet us from the northeast. Mark, everyone, train question. Sorry, would you recommend for train automation? Well, train automation will be coming to this layout sooner than I said it would. So watch this space. I'm using iTrains and Yamok. Let me just see if I can find them, and I'll pop the yet another model railway company. So I'm using their stuff for automation along with iTrains. Now, there is other ways you can do it, and there's cheaper ways you can do it. You can use JMRI, but using this stuff, it's more or less straight off the shelf. Plug it in, do a little bit of wiring. The iTrain will be messing around with it, and it's not too bad to work out. I have used JMRI in the past, and there's a bit of a steeper learning curve with that than there is with iTrain. And you can buy kits and everything from Merg and stuff to do your train control. But this is, if you don't want the hassle of putting kits together and doing a lot more wiring, do it this way. I've spotted myself in loads of videos of my Heritage Railway. It's like, where's the Wally? Not where's Wally. Now, Kieran. So yeah, I'm starting to use iTrain now, and I like it. But if you want to watch this develop over the next couple of months, you'll find out. I'll find out more about it, and I'll be letting you guys know. Lord Al saying to Kieran, try this one. It's the one I use. Panasonic HC VX1 4K camcorder, 24x longitudinal lens, and BSI sensor, 3 a stabilizer system, HDR mode, wireless multi-camera capture, black view. That's a lot of typing. Hermitage Road. I didn't even speak on my first video 2 years ago, but now I find it easier. Yeah, that's one thing you do. Like the first video I ever done, you don't see me in it. And then I made the decision, the second video, I'm going to put my face on camera. And I've been doing it ever since. It was that just first thing of doing it. And it's one of those things I was actually discussing this other night with my friend who does drama, and I was saying about, he says one of the things with drama when he's teaching on people on stage and working with people is people are new to acting. They go on the stage and they try to act and they forget how to be natural. You know, you just walk across, if you're walking, you walk across the stage or whatever, but they're thinking about it, thinking, oh, I've got to walk. And so then all of a sudden it looks really artificial. And it was the same with doing this. The more and more you do videos on YouTube, the more natural you are and the more, I suppose, human you become. I won't say likable, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Mark, it's pretty much the standard in Europe. Yeah, it seems pretty good stuff, and the price isn't too bad either. Oh, there's Grimen's Facebook page. Make sure you give that a follow. Chris says, I've considered getting a Sprog. And Aaron Jackson, I'm sure he helped with the cosmetic restoration of A4-60010, Dominion of Canada, when it was in the UK for the A4 gathering. I have over 18 cameras permanent on the layout, 24K Panasonic Pro camera into a vision mixer. Wow. Oh, New Junction's got a video out. There's the link. Something to watch later on. Big Jet TV uses a HC VX3. Thank you, John Holly. It was helped my speech after several strokes. Well, fair play to you, Pete. Ryan says, my mistake was showing my face from the outset. Sorry, Mr. Chat, what do you use? Well, I think that's the main camera that Lord Al uses for all his videos. Peter, really enjoy the story history you're telling in your videos. Filming in the shed or outdoors, the zoom is awesome. I saw a post on Facebook that someone heard that Mallard will be steaming for her 80th anniversary. I doubt it will steam again, considering how much it costs to restore her. I've heard that as well, and I will be the same. I really doubt that they would put her back into steam. They might put a steam generator to make some smoke come out of the chimney, but I can't see they're putting her back into steam. Brian, I have a face for radio and a voice for it. Well, I'll go to that. Oh, there's a link to John and Holly Summer Breeze's YouTube channel. Do check it out. Make sure you subscribe to all these links and watch at least two of their videos so you stay subscribed and hit the like button. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button on this video as well, it'd be great as well. Thanks, guys. But what time are we at now? Oh, it's coming up to 9 o'clock, so going for another half an hour or so. And it's great to have these nice, bright evenings here in Donegal. It doesn't get dark now to, well, after 10. The sun's just about setting over there. So we still got everything running tonight. The old Freightliner pulling some Mark IIs, Class 24 pulling some Mark IIIs, Rail Car 18 going around on the 009 section. I won't get a chance to do any work on this now, probably until I'm back from crew, because obviously birthday this weekend and crew next weekend. So unless I get in here some evening next week to do something, I doubt if there'll be much happening on it. And I am completely out of juice. So I've gone through 2 cans very quickly. Usually they last me well for the 2 hours. Oh, let's see, there's some. Let's come up in the chat. Running streamlined steam is pretty problematic. 01000101 had some overheating issues too. Only German true streamliner. Streamliner. As Flymer says, hit the like button, subscribe, and share, folks. That's what a mate of mine, who's part of the Road Transport Museum, did to a steamroller last year that needs a new boiler. It actually worked. Yeah, we have a steam generator sometimes that we put in Drumbo, so it looks like she's smoking. Just 6 more items to sell on eBay so I can fund the next part of my layout. Ooh. Brian Mann, Club on. Yes, there will be Club Tuesday night, Brian. Mallard might need a trip to Mengen to get that work done. Canadian Locomotives Logistics. How are you doing? It is Darren. If I got that right. Welcome to the stream. I hope it's Darren. Oh, and there's the link for tonight's unofficial sponsor, the Train Set Shop. Yes, that's the running joke that Brian's shop is the unofficial sponsor. And also, I want to give a shout out to Martin's Endeavour. There's his Facebook page there, so give that a click and a follow. That's Martin from Shedmouth Junction. He's started up doing opening a model shop where he is in Kent, I think he is. Bingo, I got it right, good. The sound different to the compressed air used in the move from Whitehead, a bit of steam pressure. Yeah, we've got an air compressor to blow the horn, blow the whistle. I might email Elon to see if he can slip me a few quid to restore Mallard to steam. You never know. He might want to turn it electric. Well done to Martin. Good luck to him. Yeah. Yeah, so give him a follow. He did the video he put up. He did actually mention me. He says he does sometimes. He's watching, and he doesn't always get time to comment. But yeah, fair play to him. He's chasing his dream, and I wish him all the best of luck with it. He is working on a website, so that hopefully that will be up as well. So he'll be able to do online ordering and stuff. But steam whistles on air sound different. Yeah, they do sound a bit different, all right. Mallard with a pantograph would look a bit weird. Yeah, if you'd hide the pantograph, you'd put that in the carriage behind. They did that in Switzerland in the 1920s, did they? Well, the lights weren't on. Put the lights on. The class 24 now. I think it's getting a bit dark. Tesla inside. Do exist electric steam trade? Yes, indeed, really. User QE20H7BD2M. Thank you for doing the interview. Is that Ryan? Or is that Patter? Or is it someone else I interviewed? I know there was a steam diesel hybrid loco, but a steam electric? Ryan, you're very welcome, Ryan. I hope it was all right and you enjoyed it. That's the video I put out there during the week on Ryan's Stobart in the country layout that he built. If you watch the video, you could see he loves Stobart. He was even, I'm not sure if it was in the video, but he was actually even wearing a Stobart shirt. In fact, I will see, find it, stick a link in. In fact, there's a link to the video that I done with Ryan. I don't know. I don't think Ryan has a YouTube channel at the moment. But that's the video I done of Ryan's layout. Why, when steam trains run on the main line, does it have a diesel on the back? Well, it's usually there to provide power for electric for all the carriages, for the lighting and stuff like that, if the carriages don't have dynamos or, and also I presume it's there to maybe assist the steam engine. Oh, you are working on it, Ryan, good. Hornby Man 4474, good evening. I don't think I said hello to you, but hi, how you doing? Because it's for lighting and pulling power, yes. Because obviously, in the time of steam trains, a lot of the lighting in and heating would have either been from the steam from the boiler or gas lighting. But now, of course, carriages being more modern, they'll be electric, so they need the electricity from the, basically it's just a generator. Yes, as Ivor says, most modern passenger cars do not have steam heating or axle generators. And for air and vacuum as well, yes. Yeah, I'll see you at Bangor on Friday, Ryan. That's actually it's tomorrow week, isn't it? Yeah, so I've got to get there because the Bangor show is on, I think, 7 p.m. to 9 on the Friday and then 10 to 5 on the Saturday. So they run it over those 2 days. So I've got 2 hours to go around and try and film everything before I have to skedaddle to get my flight. And no doubt for getting the failed train out of the way if needed. Well, yeah, that would be the other thing. Sorry, excuse me. They could put a massive stay alive in the support coach. Yeah, one giant big capacitor. And there is a DB class 7-8 still around that is mainline certified, 100 kilometers in both directions. Ooh. Yeah, you put a huge capacitor in there and then just say, see, look, You look through the windows, you can see a capacitor. So those models are correct. One of the Dutch outfits has an ex-mail van converted to a water tender. Plastic containers inside. Oh. It's rare to see any form of tank engine on the main line in the UK. Yeah, is there any tank engines that are mainline certified? I've heard a few of the support coaches carry extra water tanks as well. Oh. Or it could have a big key on the side. Vintage trains did have a few pannier tanks, which were mainline certified. How many fired would that capacitor have to be? Add a flux capacitor as well. Okay, Ryan, take care. I'll catch you Friday. Used to be a couple of pannier tanks tow cell, but not these days. Biggest tank engine that can run mainline in Europe is probably the Class 95 210 3-cylinder. Is everybody else's layout sometimes make a certain noise? You think something's derailed and it hasn't? I'm fairly sure the NYMR has tanks on their line. Yeah, but are they mainline certified? I'm like that at station, thinking a train is coming, but it's not. I think if any large tank engine can run on the main line, it would be a standard tank engine that used to be in the 90s. My layout makes derail noises all the time, wakes me up from snoozing in the cockpit. I didn't know they still ate them, but I have bought a Golden Wonder at Ringo's. Who remembers them? Just about to tuck in. Yum. Oh, I can't say I remember them. All the time, Mark, especially if you're filming. Yeah. No, usually it does derail when you're filming. You switch on the camera. And the amount of times that happens to me at shows, I go around and just as I start filming, the train will derail. And the operators just look at me and go, that's your fault. So having the coal and water and power to deal with trains in the main line. Yeah, that's the big issue, is not having turntables, somewhere where you can coal, somewhere where you can water the train. Imagine if there was a day out with Thomas event on the main line. Camera equals catastrophe. I know, I think it's also Rob equals. Talk about Chris. So had Walker's crisps here. I did hedgehog flavor, gammon and pineapple flavor, bovril flavor, hedgehog flavor. Not feeling the love here, Mark. Hornby, Thomas and Friends don't get sold by Hornby anymore. No, Bachman now have the license for Hornby stuff. Or for Hornby stuff, God. We'll start that off. Bachman have the license for Thomas. They've all changed now. I was watching a video on crisps and snacks. I like the beef Ringos, but the salted ones were as good. We have a 65018 that is no longer fitted with mainline equipment. They do the Polar Express on the main line, just steam shuttles, Birmingham Moore Street to Tinsley, Dorridge, and one out of Houston to Wembley and back. Finnegan said, Rob equals colossal disaster. There was talk of one using the mid-Hans James, but never materialized. Hedgehog flavor, remember those? One for Grace. How many of us type this? Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? Didn't Hedgehog get banned as they contain no hedgehog? That wouldn't surprise me. I don't think Hornby would get the license again, Joshua, not until it's Bachman ceased it. So they did get banned because... Oh, I think Rob's getting a soak. K off the lot of you. I like the gooseberry and hippo flavor Walkers did. Oh. One thing I was amazed to see today, LMS Black 5 45110 is back in Steam again now. Oh, nice. Two soaked doors on the market. Chris says, sticking with crisps, what happened to Flaming Hot Monster Munch? Nowhere near salesman anymore. Yeah. I do like a pack of smoky bacon crisps. That is my favorite. Like on the island of Ireland, we have a brand called Tayto, and you have Tayto Republic of Ireland and Tayto Northern Ireland. Two separate companies, and you're not allowed to sell Tayto Northern Ireland crisps in the south, and you're not allowed to sell Southern Tayto crisps in the north because they infringe each other's trademark. And I must admit, I prefer the smoky bacon Northern Irish Tayto than the southern one. I believe that Muffin Man joke comes from Shrek. Yes. The Muffin Man, he lives in Drury Lane. Rob, show Grace some mod chat. I bought a Freightliner 6 ago of Iron Horse Craic. I have 3 now. Love them. Wow. Those Monster Munch are still here in Ireland. RGJ Tayto crisps are amazing. But which ones, guys? I suppose you've been across to Dublin, so you would have the southern one. I'll bring a bag over with me then. Roast beef and mustard. What happens if I eat Northern Ireland crisps in Ireland? As long as you're in Northern Ireland, you're fine. Roast lamb and mint as well. I always seem to remember those. I like Palm Bear crisps. That's the one Mrs. likes. She loves the Palm Bear crisps. And they had smoky bacon flavored ones because they've started doing different flavors of smoky bacon ones. Don't bother. They weren't very nice. The traditional salted Palm Bear ones or the cheese and onion ones are quite good. There are 2 different types of crisps. Northern Taytos not contain corn now. I don't know what they're fried in. They're all potato. Tayto Northern Ireland once did a cheese and onion chocolate chocolate bar. It worked quite well. Tato Southern Ireland did the same one as well. And that's one thing I don't like is crisps and chocolate. Some people like that, but no. It looks like Sainsbury's only do pickled onion and roast beef Monster Munch. Simon Customs will shake them out of you. Why does the Northern Bell not have a class 47 pulling it? Mm-hmm. Andy, good evening. How you doing, sir? Chocolate orange, just no. I don't mind the chocolate orange. They're mint chocolate orange. Or no, it's not orange. It's mint orange. Or no, it's it's the chocolate orange, but mint. I've been out a couple of years now. That's quite nice. Pringles do a crab flavor. Pringles are not the same. They have changed their packaging so it's a complete cardboard tube, and they've changed the recipe, and they are not as good as they used to be. So there we go, Hornby Man. Simon's got the answer. Used to, but when the class 50% were available to purchase, they ended up using them. There you go. Wouldn't it be great if we made a tripe and onion pie? Oh, Marlon, sorry, I didn't see you pop in there. Hi, Marlon, how you doing? Oh, Leicester TMD, Gary. Good evening, Gary. How's it going? So now you can pop and stop. Hot honey chicken flavor. Of course, because I'm flying out of Belfast to go to Crewe, I won't be able to get any duty free because that's an internal flight. I think I read a while ago, DRS are getting rid of more of their class 57. So nothing ever changes for the better. Yeah, true. Better than trombone flavored chewing gum. So we've got a few minutes left, so let me know. Well, what's everyone's plans for the weekend modeling wise? Are you going to do anything, or is it now summer's on its way? You're going to be doing other things, like getting the garden into shape or doing day trips out. My weekend, as I said, is going to be taken up with a birthday party. And Sunday we'll be recovering from said birthday party. And if I get a chance, I might come in here and do a little bit. What I really want to do is just get the track laid for the TMD, which means cutting the hole and doing the base bit off the TMD, which I'm using the West Hill Wagon Works kit, which I think I've done a video on starting this on the old layout. And it's still very much in its box. So I will have to reread the instructions, put it all together, and get that started. If I can get that done before I go to Crewe over the next week if I can, if I find time in the evenings to do it. You never know, I might try and get it done by next Thursday. Place your bets now. Will it or will it not happen? All right, let me go back to the chat and see what everyone's saying. Joshua, I'll be visiting my classmates' graduation on Tuesday, then just putting out my videos on my main channel. Oh, yes. My youngest daughter finished school yesterday. She had her graduation for the last day at school yesterday. The exams start in 2 weeks, which is her leaving certificate, which is the same as Scottish Highers or UK A-levels to decide where she goes to university. So she's studying. Some of you would have met Rachel because quite often she would be the one who'd come around the shows with me. So you would have met her. A few of you would have met her. So she's now up in her room studying for the next 2 weeks. She hasn't wanted the train room like my son last year, locked himself in here. Remember, we had a couple of videos of me in my room and stuff at the kitchen table because this room was just covered in textbooks and he was in here studying. But she's locked away in her room. So good luck to her. There's a link for Gary's channel. Brian's going to finish the station building. Oh, careful not to sit on this. Station building roof so I can continue the canopy. Scott's hoping to start laying the track for the storage sidings this weekend. Gary's try again on fuel tank silos. Grant says, as a child, my grandmother would treat me from the market and back up to tripe coated in vinegar. Yum. Oh. Craig's working all weekend, taxi driving. Maura asleep, and we are having friends over for dinner on Saturday evening. Okay. Enjoy. There's Andy's channel. David Green, off to my brother's son's wedding on Sunday. Oh, enjoy. All right, chat just jumped on me there. No idea what plans this weekend apart from work on Saturday. So Simon, train show in New Glasgow this weekend for George. Ask him more, tell us what it tastes like. Simon says won't happen. Yeah, you're probably right. There's Hornby Man's 4474 channel. There's Ryan again, have done it. Then next week to set up Gourmet for finale bits, I add hog roast barbecue to the engine shed, courtesy of Timber. Very good. Grant's heading off. So I was going to her, our Donegal daughter, Rachel. And text. Rachel is the one on your first. Yes, Rachel is the one who sat on the floor trying to play with the train set. And I come in and go, let's make you a baseboard, in a real cheesy voice. And I say something like in there, you have to get a decent bit of timber. And my kids take the mick out of me all the time. Anytime I'm doing anything, Dad, is that a good piece of timber? And I'm like, yeah, all right. So some of these YouTube videos do return to haunt you. Midsummer Railway and scale. Won't be doing much on the layout today as I'm off to the hospital in a few hours having an iron infusion and then rest. Oh, well, good luck with that. Don't rely on luck, but it's nice to have. Well, as I say, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. Craig, you don't have to curtsy to me, just Lord Hal. My channel done. Oh, right. So Right. So Ryan, you're going to have to get some videos up on your channel then, and then we can share it out. Need to figure out how to get a case in a boot the size of a matchbox. Graceful 139 change the clothes, no doubt. There's a link for Model U 3D. Do check them out. They just don't do figures, you know. They scan in other objects as well that you can buy, which some of it's quite good because you know, like an oil tin that be used in a shed. They've scanned in a real one, so it's got its dents and imperfections in it. So some of the stuff looks quite good. Rob, wear all your clothes. And Simon wants to get himself scanned by Model U. Well, if you're at Getz, I presume they'll be at Getz. They're usually at the bigger shows, and they can scan you in. And he says, I've nearly finished the layout, finishing touches this weekend. And Marlon's off. Good night. Thanks for popping in, Marlon. Ryan's getting ready for Bangor next Friday and Saturday. Timber says, Rob, tell Grace to wear all her clothes and just take a layer off each time she wants to change. So I'm getting stuff ready to start my baseboard. Very good. Agreed. Like with Moorgate Station, that always haunts me. Are those shoes your trainers? John Holly wants to know what size you're going for, Paul. Andy, it would be easier to chew a nail than the iron pumped in. Good luck with that, Greg. It's hope it goes all well for you. Wolfsack's going for 6x3 split into 3x3. Oh, Martin's heading off. Oh, it's gone 9:30, so it's time for me to finish up anyway. I'm just trying to get to the end of the chat here. Steer clear the fridge. That's the fridge won't put it to you. Might go live in Bangor. Oh, Ryan's going to try and do a live from Bangor. Lord Isle's heading off. Yeah, we're going to be all heading off. I'm just trying to get to the end of the chat. Joshua's off. So, Andy, it's about an hour for the infusion, but you have to wait a few hours to make sure there's no side effects. Oxford Diecast doing a live tomorrow evening, 6:30, packing orders live, lots of spot prizes. Oh, very good. It's iron infusion, isn't that 6 minutes of Guinness? Oh, HH Express, hi. I'm not going to ask how you're doing because I know you've been through the mill as well recently. So thoughts with you, hi, because I know you've had a tough time recently with your mum passing away, and the same to Mark and Lisa. I know Lisa's mum passed away, so we all send our condolences to you guys. So I know it's a tough time. Yeah, so I had the white circle of doom. Turns out no internet used to do that. Yeah. I second that from RGE Trains. Major love and hugs to hi, Mark and Lisa. So I'm going to sign off now, guys. I say no video out this week because I haven't done anything on here. So as always, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll be back next Thursday, hopefully, and we'll see if I've done anything here or not. Place your bets now. So thanks for tuning in, guys. And I will, yes, I'm going to say it, Brian. See you all next Thursday. So take care, everyone. Enjoy your modeling over the weekend or whatever you're doing over the weekend. And I will see you in the other streams. I presume, Rob, Grace, you're going to be live on Saturday night, 8 o'clock. And we have Anthony Dodge tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Andy, presume you'll be out on 1 o'clock on Sunday. And then Jenny on Monday at 7 o'clock. And then we've got Richard, Trains in the Attic at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. What's her name? I can't remember her name now. Dawn Quest is on usually at 7 on Wednesday, and I'll be back on Thursday. And then anybody else who might pop up on the live streams. So take care, everyone. And as Brian loves me saying, see you all next Thursday. Bye.